Tropical storm now. It's downgraded.
Yeah.
So, but then after Jerry comes Karen.
Karen's coming. She's bringing her kids.
She bring her kids.
Yeah, and her family got evicted, so they're all gonna come.
Mercy. So the jokes are out there. Okay. That's scary.
Yeah, Mom said time to go get out. Paying rent. So they said, well, we'll go towards Bermuda. Say hi to them and.
She's got Lorenzo trailing behind her.
Yeah.
Lorenzo, that's the name now. Okay, this is official. So
Lorenzo.
He got his eviction orders too.
Yeah.
So why is everyone coming here? Living here is expensive.
Man. They heard Bermuda's an island that loves to party.
And they saved up.
So they're coming, yeah.
They saved up.
And all are welcome, so.
All are welcome.
All are welcome. So they decided, let's follow that track and get on there and see what they can put on.
You got a job, easy.
Yeah.
2 jobs.
Okay. Well, you guys say your jokes out today. All that said and done, our guests obviously had other things to do. People still boarding up or recovering from Hurricane Alberto, and so therefore we have a guest in the studio today. So we'll open up our lines, 292-9595. People's schedules couldn't make it today for various reasons, and of course, Jerry and Karen and Lorenzo's. Anyone they left out?
Let me check.
Not too worried. There's more going to be around.
There's more going to be around. Okay.
So out there somewhere.
Unfortunately, our guests are unable to make it today, so we're going to open up the lines, and you can give us a call at 292-9595. I'll start off with Mr. Bates first, since he covers the local front. How are the situations looking in the Premier League this past Sunday?
Very interesting games. Somerset and PHC. PHC prevailed 3-2. Up at Rangers. Rangers beat Crossroads 4-0. But
it was packed up there.
But
you upset?
No. But
Dennytown lost.
Dennytown lost. But there could be a reversal in the score.
Huh?
Yeah.
What, VAR? What was that?
It won't be VAR. There could be some due to a
technicality.
Or what would they say? Administration error.
One of those.
Yeah, there could be a
player ineligible.
No,
I'm just putting that out there.
I don't know if he's eligible or ineligible, but expect to hear something from the parties very, very soon.
So, which teams are these?
Well, it was Crossroads and Southampton Rangers.
Okay.
So, we'll leave that right where it is. As you said, Somerset Eagles beat Dendytown. That was kind of a shocker for only due to the fact that Dendytown scored 14 goals in 2 games, scoring 7-0 wins over Devonshire Cougars and PHC just a week ago.
7 goals a game.
And then you come out in the first league game and you can't find the back of the net.
That's odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's true.
And then Devonshire Cougars beat Boulevard 2-0. The game between Robin Hood and North Village, which was supposed to kick off the season on Saturday night, was postponed due to damage at BAA Field.
Right. That's understandable.
Yeah. The first division games, St. George's and Hamilton Parish, that was postponed due to damage at the Wellington Oval. There was a match scheduled, Flanagan's against Vasco, or Vasco and someone. Yeah, Flanagan's and Vasco in the first division. That was due to play Saturday night. That was obviously postponed as well. And then in the first division, Young Men's Social Club went down 2-0 to St. David's. Bit of comedy errors in that match that resulted in St. David's first goal. Too difficult to explain. It's one you have to see. You can't. I trying to explain it to someone is very difficult. It's and I know those people that would have seen it will have to agree. Even those people that watched it as it happened couldn't believe what they saw. I'll try to explain it, but you have to see it. A penalty kick was awarded for St. David's. The penalty was taken and saved by the goalkeeper. In the celebration, a defender took the ball from the goalkeeper and put it down.
In back of the net?
No, put it down for a goal kick. The ball is still live.
Live, that's right. Because the goalie has to roll it out.
Resulting
if him making the save, if I'm got it correct.
Yes.
So he still has the ball.
Yes, and the defender grips the ball from him and puts it on the ground. To the disbelief of everyone except him. You never heard of it? And that's how I saw it too. I couldn't, like, you're standing there, you're like,
True. A 6-year-old wouldn't even do it in a game when you grew up mini minors and minors.
Listen, I'm telling you. See, people would have said, "Oh, you're lying, you're talking nonsense."
It's the truth.
I've got the video to prove it. This actually happened.
Vieira was quoted that way.
Boy, I tell you. But the other thing was, the second penalty was saved, but the guy scored the rebound. But hey.
So wait, it was the guy substituted that took the ball out of the goalkeeper's hand?
He played the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But you know what? To be honest,
his team won or lost.
No, they lost. But to be honest, it's a learning curve for a lot of people. I don't know who, but a lot of people.
I was to say, when you say a lot of people, let's be
people
real.
on the sideline thought they had missed something. Like, did he hear a whistle? Did the whistle that we didn't hear? Or, I'm standing there saying, he did not just take the ball from the goalkeeper and put it down as if he was going to take a goal kick.
So he took it out of the goalkeeper's hand?
Yanked it from him. Had two pulls at it.
So I'm lost.
Is
there a rule there that
in his mind it had to be a rule?
No, I'm saying taking out the goalkeeper's hand. How can it be a live ball if you're taking out the goalkeeper's hand?
The ball was
it's right.
The ball was still live.
It's still live. That's right. Yeah. Because the game is still alive, so he took it out.
Some Davis guys ran down there because he got to put the ball down as if he was going to take the goal kick. So when the referee blew the whistle, the goalkeeper picked the ball back up. Just to say, like, oh, well, okay,
let me ask
what
you
happened?
This then, even if it's live, then would that be a penalty again? Because
it was awarded a second penalty.
Right.
You're laughing, man. Hey, trust me.
I never heard of that. Can they go on YouTube? Man, can you put that on YouTube?
It's on. It is on. It was on last night.
Actually, you able to take that? Put on ESPN the top 10 players of the day, or the worst top 10 players of the day. They'll go worldwide. I never heard of that in my life, man.
I am pretty sure that player will not make that mistake ever again in life.
So what team did he represent?
Social Club.
Social Club. All right.
Yeah.
Your number?
What do you mean? The jersey number?
Yeah.
Those are two of them on the video.
I'm not going to leave it down. I'm not, because I've just never heard of that in my life. Like, that's, first of all, you take it out of his hand, it's a handball.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
So that's why I said to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was he thinking? What was his coach like going through the coach's mind? Did you have a chance to talk?
I couldn't ask that question, man. I did get a call last night from someone who asked me to interview the young man to find out what was going through his mind as he took the ball.
Well, unfortunately, you couldn't get in contact with him.
If I was him, I wouldn't be seen until the next game. But anyway, a former player of Social Club asked me, did Social Club win? And now that I've had time to explain it, I explained it to you like that. Right. I couldn't explain it last night because it was still all new and fresh. And so I said, well, look, I can't explain to you how they lost. Let me just show you how they lost. And this former player was in disbelief for about 5 hours. In denial.
I thought you'd say 5 minutes.
No.
You said 5 hours.
He couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. He says, play that again.
So he thought Hurricane Jerry was coming or something?
All right, listen. But you know what? All in good spirits. First game of the season. Season's underway. It's only 3 points.
But usually they say get the kinks out during preseason, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
You get the rules and regulations out, right? During preseason, correct?
Mr. Rollins, I'm telling you now.
I've never.
If you watch that video, you would laugh and I just explain it to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to YouTube now while you're talking to me, bro.
Watch that. You're not gonna. I'm telling you, you're not gonna believe what you see, because you're not gonna believe what you see.
I'm lost for words. I don't know if I feel sorry for him or what.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Okay.
And in the other first division game, so Wolves lost 6-2 to Devonshire Cougars. So that was football roundup on Saturday at the BAA. I'm sorry, at the National Sports Center was the Caribbean Cup Championship. Bermuda playing Guadeloupe.
Yeah.
And Bermuda won 33-10. 33-10. The game, Bermuda scored early. In the first minute, actually scored a try in the first minute.
Oh, really?
Then scored minutes later to make it 14-0. But then they struggled a bit. They dominated the game, but they did not take their chances as they should have,
right.
And made the game. Guadeloupe got back into it. It was 14-10 at one point, and then Bermuda made some substitutions that changed the game because the new guys, the fresher guys, came on and were able to handle the ball a lot better and
be in a better position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does this do to the team psychologically, especially for rugby? I mean, again, rugby is making a rebound, and I say rebound is coming back, making a name for itself on the island. What does this do for the organization?
Well, it basically boosts them somewhat. This is turned on.
Well, we'll find out now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can turn it on. It boosts a lot of confidence. They're due to leave supposedly tomorrow night to head to where are they going? Gibraltar. Because Gibraltar is now going into play in the European League, and Bermuda's helping them to celebrate going into that league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Wolves game, they lost to Devonshire Colts. Yeah.
Okay.
6-2. But overall, I think the coach was pleased with the performance.
Right.
The co-captains were really happy with the way the team came together because Guadeloupe had kind of rejuvenated themselves when they got back to 14-10, feeling like they had a chance. They had some speedy players, but after a while, Bermuda's bigger guys were able to weigh them down and take advantage of the legs going out from Guadeloupe, and then just in the last, I'd say 20 minutes, just ran up the score on them. To finish 33-10, which for them would always be a good feeling. I'm not sure if the coach would be 100% pleased with everything that went on as far as the game and how they performed, missing opportunities over and over and over. But in the end, okay, they got to 33 points. They got to win. They crowned the champions. He'll want to clean up a lot of those mishandles and the opportunities that were created early in the game that could have put Guadeloupe right out of the game within the first 20 minutes of it. So, work to be done, still working. And it just goes to show that sports in Bermuda is still doing well. We're going to ride this wave.
Yeah.
We have, the cricket team who qualified for the next round of the IC 2020 World Cup. They're off in a few weeks to head to Dubai. We have the football team doing well in the Nations Cup.
Yep.
We've had Parapan games. Yep. Now we've got rugby. We had a group of youngsters head over to Bahamas for the Optimus Championships that will get underway this weekend.
So the month of August and September has been a very good month for Bermuda.
Yeah, very good.
From the international side, right?
Yeah, it's very good. And you're watching
this video right now, folks.
Yes.
And he takes it right out the goalkeeper's hand. And he even wants to take the kick. The goalkeeper's kick. He's kicking up to the goalkeeper like you ain't kicking the ball. Well, ref stopped it. That's a penalty, bro. The goalkeeper's trying to say, ref, what are you talking about? Wow. Yeah.
Too hard to explain.
Another rules of the game.
Oh, boy.
That's interesting.
You wouldn't even do that in a backyard kick.
Yeah, you would.
Because a backyard kick, when the ball goes loose or whatever, everybody just runs, takes it, and keeps going.
Right. I'm trying to figure this out, bro.
Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. It's
and the goalkeeper saves it and the run up. Okay,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
If I was goalkeeper, I was looking for that defender or that player.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's interesting.
You're very, very, very,
I've never
very,
seen
very.
that. That's for the blunders there.
Listen, everybody says, you know what? There's something that they've never seen before.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've never ever seen kids don't even do that.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
You would expect a little kid that sees the ball, run and pick it up and run down the line with it. No.
Yeah. These guys should know better, right?
Oh yeah.
Well,
they should know better.
Yeah, they should. You expect like the goalkeeper to take the ball and run outside his box or something like that, right?
I never ever.
That's funny, bud. That's funny.
So they go from a high of
saving
the penalty to a shock of disbelief of what they watched, giving up another penalty.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
Unheard of. Let's take a commercial break, and when we come back, we can discuss some more local fronts, and of course on the international side, from football to Liverpool to NFL. 49ers will win.
They won again?
Yeah. 3-0. Last time we did that, we went to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I'm not saying we're good.
See, the Giants won after benching the quarterback.
What's that tell you? A new book. Not a new chapter. A new book. It's about to be started.
We'll see.
Actually, I'm going to see the Giants this weekend.
Okay.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after this.
Now, back to Inside Sports Talk Radio. Inside Sports Talk Radio on Power 95 FM with host Ian Rollins and co-host Earl Baston.
And welcome back to Inside Sports Talk Radio. Just want to go back to the local front. Anything else you want to cover? Discuss regarding local front?
Well, we had the Field Hockey Federation League season kickoff Friday night, and they had a game yesterday. It was the Zurich 5K yesterday in St. David's.
You did St. Clair one day.
Yeah, he won. Holding off all the youngsters.
Yeah. That's pretty good in his part.
Gail Lindsay won the female division.
Right.
Lovely conditions, a little breezy, but much better than the open water swim challenge that was the week before because.
And I thought it gave us.
Has Lampard won a game yet?
Yeah. It's
okay.
2 games, I think.
Okay.
2 games. they have the second half of the season. Still a lot of young players. I mean, they got the energy. They got some leadership on the field. But I always believe in the second half of the season is really made for breaking January, February. We play those number of games in December.
Yes.
You got to recover.
Now, this year is the first year that they take that break, right?
No, that's next year.
It's next year?
Next year you take it.
The World Cup year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They take it next year. Is it World Cup next year?
2020. I believe they do it. I believe they do it in January.
I thought World Cup was it was 2020.
It was in 2022.
2022. The World Cup was 2018.
Okay. Yeah, they take that. They do that 2-week break now this year, this season.
I looked at the schedule. It's still there. I think it's next year, bro.
Okay, next season? Or?
Yeah, next season.
Oh, okay.
Next season.
Okay.
Next season.
Interesting.
So that's going to play a part, which I think would, make or break Chelsea.
Right.
But overall, I was pleased with Liverpool.
Is your squad deep?
Yeah, it's probably one of our strongest squads we had in years, right?
Okay.
See what Man City did, right?
Oh, 8.
8 goals.
Yeah.
Five of them in the first 18 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a goal every 3 minutes.
Yeah, they wanted to quiet. I guess they wanted to quiet a few of those people that said. Poor Watford.
Watford struggling. Yeah, they're right. Yeah. Watford and Wolves are struggling. They were middle order teams last year. Teams who racking for this year.
Right.
But they're both sitting in.
Well, Wolves' problem is going to be that they don't have a deep squad and they're in Europe.
Yeah, the Europa.
Yeah, so it's going to tire out legs a lot sooner than he would want.
That's true. That is true. And
now, from a business standpoint,
they make some
money. Make money. But if you could stay up, it's a bonus.
Right.
That's going to be the key, trying to stay up for them. If they can just stay in the league, they'll be okay. Because they'll have money to then spend on increase the numbers. I think he likes a small squad because he can control it.
Right.
But he'll quickly find out that in the January window he's going to have to spend because the horses in the stables are not going to have the legs to carry you to the end.
They're not, and that's where you're right. You're going to come in and say, "I'm done."
Yeah.
They'll say, or injuries occur, right?
They'll a lot sooner than
you think.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy with Liverpool, and big game is when we play City in November 10th. Man United in October.
And they lost yesterday, right?
Yeah, I picked them to lose.
Yeah.
I picked West Ham to win 2-0.
And that was the score, 2-0?
2-0.
Oh, boy.
The reason I picked them to win 2-0 is because United have a lot of injuries, right?
Right.
So I figured, they got no punch up front right now. This would be the case. So done.
So how does a club like Manchester United get to the point where they don't have, in quality-wise, players to replace an injured player?
It's simple. I'll use Liverpool for example. When you're not winning, people don't want to play. The players don't want to come to you. When you're not in the top 4 in the Champions League,
right? I'm
not complaining for the try to make Champions League ain't up there. As you know, Champions League is all about bonuses, right? Show and tell, because then another team can look at you and say, like a Real Madrid or Barcelona, PSG, whatever, and say, I'm coming to you, coming after you. So the players say, I'm not going to play for Man United.
Okay.
And that's what's happening. And so they're not attracting the players. It's funny. Football but European football is interesting. You don't make the top 4, whatever league you're in, the German league, Spanish league, whatever. Guys just don't come and play, and you can't kind of blame them. Right. It's their livelihood.
Especially if it's leading up to World Cup, you want to be on the show.
That and European Championship.
Yeah, because you want to make sure that your country sees you playing.
That's right.
If you're informed, then you kind of get yourself into the door for the national team. So I see.
And that's what's happening. And I experienced it for a number of years at Liverpool.
Right.
When we didn't make it. I thought we made a turnaround with Brendan Rodgers when we made it to the Champions League.
Right.
But we got knocked out the first round. Next year, we lost players, and players didn't want to come.
Right.
So then you have to say, okay, we're losing that. Let's try something different. Bring in a new manager, right? So with that said, this is where we are.
So what's your lead at the top now?
Still 5 points.
Okay.
We need to continue winning.
Right.
And just win at all costs because City's not going to take it lightly.
Right.
Even though they're saying that they're focused not on the league, but full well, right? You still want the league title, okay?
How many games you into the season now?
6.
6 games.
Everyone's in 6.
Yeah.
So 32 more games. 32 more to play. Tottenham took a big loss in the weekend.
Yeah, 2-1 to Leicester.
I don't know if you ever saw White Names Go. Kane scored laying on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he fell.
Right.
And as he on the ground, he just took his leg and swiped it. Scored. So
what was the score there?
They lost. He put him up 1-0.
Oh, okay.
And Leicester came from behind and won.
Oh boy.
So
you checked on Gary?
He said good morning to me.
Oh, okay.
He said good morning.
Okay.
Hey, he still owes me lunch.
Oh boy.
Champions League.
Oh, well, I suggest recording.
Yeah, I guess so. I think I still get it because they lost yesterday.
Give him his moments. Give him his moments. You know.
Give him his moments.
Yeah.
Give him his own.
Yeah. Some people need extra time, and the team loses.
Yeah. Okay. They need to recover.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. All right, I'll give you credit. Someone's typed in and said, "Can we talk about Arsenal?" Yes, we're getting there. We can give you your credit, Arsenal.
Arsenal won.
Arsenal won with 10 men. They were down 1-0. Then they went down to 10 men, and they came from behind, winning 3-2 on 2 occasions, not one but twice.
Oh.
All right. And
Who did they play?
Aston
Villa. That's what they play.
Aston Villa. But Villa plays some good football, right? But give credit to Arsenal. 10 men.
Everybody gets lucky every once in a while. No. No, I tell you, right on Arsenal.
Right, going to be lighting up where your Arsenal people. Hey, what you saying?
See, I can say what I want because I don't have a team that
right, enough. Yeah. But your statement is a fact.
Yeah.
Lucky locked those play apart.
Yeah.
But it also says that
this week they're crowing because the team won. Next week they'll be crying saying get rid of the manager.
And the thing is, they credit it to the manager making the right tactical moves, which is important.
Oh yeah.
Right? And when they went down 1-0 and they were down 2-1, they were not blaming the manager because the team that he put out there was a good team.
Right.
Just that they fought hard and they did well. They did well. They just kept coming at you, coming, and they scored.
They had 10 men dressed in red and white, but who knows? They could have had the 3 officials on the side too. I'm just saying. Listen, I can start it, end it, all in one, man. I don't have a team, so I'm straight.
But actually, it's funny. Arsenal's big game is going to be next Monday, the 30th.
Who they got?
Man United.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. So imagine if Arsenal wins and Man United loses.
Is the season over? Or do they just decide to chase a Champions League spot?
They become spoilers. So that they ain't getting Champions League spot because they're in 7th or 8th now. They ain't getting
right. But then, what is it? Top 4 go to Champions League?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, their whole league season then focuses on that fourth spot.
But they're in like 7th or 8th right now.
Yeah, but then you still got 32. Well,
no, you're right.
31 games after that loss.
Yeah.
You just chase that spot, and then if things go good, then you can continue to climb. So you have to do things in progression,
right?
So instead of saying we could be league champions, let's just go for 4th place first. And if Christmas we're in a position in 4th place that we could possibly go to win the league, then we do that. But you take that fresh challenge, which would obviously be that 4th place spot with things going like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. Right?
Yeah. Well, Nikki Wells found the back of the net twice again.
Yeah.
That's 6 goals in 360 minutes of football.
So he's starting to hit a rhythm.
Yeah.
That's good for him.
The chances were always there, even in the Gold Cup. We were creating chances, they just weren't going in the net. Now, with the chances, he's actually putting them on target and they're going in the goal. So it's one of those things where you get into a habit of doing things. Some days it works, some days it doesn't.
And be fair, and I'm saying be fair because when he played for us this summer, it was his off season. So match fitness had to play with it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
The match fitness was coming to light. He started to hit stride, and it's carried over to QPR.
Right.
And so I think that plays a part, and I think that's why it's hitting his stride. And I wish him all the best. He continues to score.
Definitely, because come in a few weeks' time,
you're gonna need it again.
Yeah, if we get 2 opportunities against Mexico, and he scores both of them. It's a different atmosphere.
Oh yeah.
So,
Let me ask you this: since we had Hurricane Humberto did a lot of damage to it, and the next ones are coming, Jerry and Karen and Who's the other guy?
It could be Chicharito.
Before Chicharito, you said Lamar, was it?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. If our stadium is not ready because of the hurricane conditions, and just throwing it out there, and the game had to be played, would they put the game in Mexico and then come back to Bermuda?
No. Not that I know of. It's scheduled for Bermuda on that date. I don't know what they do in the event that we can't play it on that day. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out from the Bermuda Football Association.
Okay. Because I know there was talk once where they're saying, well, both games would be probably, could happen that both games could be played in Mexico.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. I hope that don't happen.
Yeah.
I truly hope that don't happen.
Yeah.
But anything's possible.
Right.
Anything's possible. Right. So.
You got some funny friends.
What happened now? Tell Earl to stick to netball. Earl plays netball. He plays it all, man. Well, he's an Arsenal player.
I figured that's where it would come from.
Yeah, Arsenal, right?
Maybe Arsenal should play netball too.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. Yeah. Right? That's a possibility. But then, credit to netball because they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
So, Arsenal's in 4th place.
Oh, now I see why. Because I said target the 4th place spot and Arsenal in the 4th place spot.
Right.
Yeah, so I see now why someone would say stick to netball.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Man United's in 8th place with 8 points.
Okay, so they're 3 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah.
A win puts them in 4th.
That's a possibility, yeah. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
So, in this case here, both teams have to win.
Yeah.
To stay in the top 4, right?
Yeah.
Chances are, I think that game is at Man United.
See, the thing is, you can't let these two teams, Liverpool and City, pull away from the group. Because then it does become a race for 3rd, 4th.
3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
You need both of those teams to lose 2 games soon.
Say what?
Well, you wouldn't like it, but I'm saying.
You're doing the math.
Yeah, you need those 2 teams to, City lose another one, and Liverpool has to lose 2 in order for the league to stay. If they don't, then you got another 2-horse race running away for the league chance. Is that good for the league? I mean, it came down to the last game of the season last year.
Right.
But you wanted maybe 3 or 4 teams, including Arsenal. Hint.
They're not Champions League this year, are they?
Who, Arsenal?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No. Oh, so they'll be fresh. That's why they could play a 10-man.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, they're fresh.
All right. They played Liverpool already this season.
So, I can see by that then they lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Arsenal's lost 1 game, drawn 2, won 3. 3-2-1. Okay. That gives them after 11 points. 7 points behind Liverpool.
But for Tottenham, Man United, Burnley, and Sheffield United, as well as Chelsea. And Crystal Palace. So look at that. From 7 to 12, all are 2-2-2.
Right, so they have a chance to be in the top 4.
Any one of those teams from 12th to
5th.
No, 3rd. Because you could win and be in 3rd place.
Yep.
At the end of next weekend.
Wow.
Because you need 3 points.
That's right, because you're in 3 points behind 3rd.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
it's wide open.
And to be honest, that's what you want. That's what you want.
Right.
I mean, the 7 points between 3rd and leaders, Liverpool. It's a lot of that's 3 games. That's a 3-game swing. So that's a lot of work to be done. But hey, what they say when you're on top, any way to go is
down.
Yeah.
And I tasted it last year, and I had a 8-point lead, or 7-point lead.
Right. You had a bad patch.
I had a patch.
You drew? Yeah, you kept drawing.
Games you should have won.
Yeah.
And this shows that you have to win those games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the gap closed, and City say, you gave it to me, I'm not giving up.
There you go.
So saying so done, right?
Yeah. What about your 49ers?
We're 3-0. 49ers are 3-0. We came from behind and won the game against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 0-3. There was a stat that they said about Pittsburgh Steelers. Mr. Frey, I know you're listening because you're a Steelers fan. When you're 0-3, you don't make the playoffs. In your history of the Steelers,
Mm-hmm.
don't make the playoffs. They've been 0-3 on 12 occasions. They don't make the playoffs. Their coach is in his 13th season.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers organization is known for not firing coaches during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Could there be a change come next year?
Well, I think they won't fire him because now he's working with the backup quarterback. Because I think Ben done for the year.
Ben's 37, 38, 44.
Right, but is he done for the year?
Yeah, he's done for the year.
So now they have an understudy playing. So I think the best thing to do is to work with the guy that's there, look at all the talent you have,
right,
and take it from there.
Well, one name's a free agent, Antonio Brown.
See where you're going?
No, I'm just saying, if they're looking for some help on offense, Antonio Brown's a free agent.
I got a report that his new Secretary General for the United States is working with Trump. And those two will work well together.
What?
They'll both use the same phone to tweet. Yeah. They'll be fighting over that phone. Man. Yeah. As both of them love themselves.
Oh, they surely do.
Yeah.
That would be a fight.
Yeah.
That would be a fight.
It's unfortunate that players, cannot follow rules, guidelines, and all that. And you know that going in. When you go to college and you're playing for a professional career, when you get to that professional career, you're sat down and told all the do's and don'ts. So when your career is cut short, you can't blame an owner that doesn't want a disruptive person around, or a coach that doesn't want a disruptive person around. You can't blame those people.
Of course not.
You have to look within yourself.
And it outlines in the contract saying, if you don't adhere to these rules and regulations, you can be cut.
And check it out. That's probably why they put those in there, for people like him.
Oh, yeah.
They've
been in place for years, mate. Years.
It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because he's a talented player.
He's so talented, he thought he was bigger than the game.
Yeah.
Remember, he started that he had foot problems, then the helmet problems, and then one thing led to another.
Remember that period of time where Terrell Owens went off?
Oh, he's in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one would touch him for a little while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he thought he was bigger than the game.
That's right.
The
game continued.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
And you're not even on the sideline.
No.
Yeah. You became a bad seed with all the talent in the world. You know what? The next guy that catches a 70-yard touchdown, you're forgotten about.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because of the way he acts.
Yeah. Yeah. Or runs through a wall and gets touchdown, or runs back from a kickoff or a punt. Hey, Tyrell, who?
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Actually, he was on the sidelines in the 49ers game yesterday. I thought he had cut off the 49ers organization and stayed on the East Coast, but he's back up there on the West Coast yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Kind of interesting there. So.
Yeah. Sometimes you always got to go back to where it started, to me.
Well, yeah. You have to.
Just to find, even if it's just to find yourself.
In this case, it's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. So,
yeah. So.
I know we'll take one more commercial break and then we'll come back after 1 o'clock because we have the news. So there's no sense coming back just before 1. Again, you can give us a call at 292-9595 after the news and weather. We'll have more information for you on the latest in sports. And of course, Hurricane Jerry.
Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo.
Jeez. What's next? Okay, we'll be back at just after 1, about 7 minutes after 1.
Now, back to Inside Sports Talk Radio. Inside Sports Talk Radio on Power 95 FM with host Ian Rollins and co-host Earl Baston.
And welcome back to Inside Sports Talk Radio. Oh, we was just talking about Bermuda when they play Mexico on October 11th. We did talk about it last week that that game starts at 10 o'clock at night, and you mentioned that due to TV rights, it's going to be played 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I've never witnessed a game being played that late in Bermuda from a TV rights perspective.
Well, starting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting.
That's even worse, right?
We've had games that's ended close to 1 o'clock in the morning. This one more than likely will end just before 12 or just after 12, depending if there's no injuries or no delays. But starting at 10 is going to be something new for a lot of people. And, TV rights play a large part into what FIFA and CONCACAF are about. That's where they make their money. So if a network purchases the rights to the game and they say they need it to be played at this time, unfortunately, that's what has to happen. Or fortunately, that's what has to happen.
Right. So, but it's odd because I don't know what the time zone is in Mexico. I don't know the time at all, but 10 o'clock, I can see 9 o'clock starting, but 10? That's what brings in the bread and butter.
There you go. We just have to, I guess, grin and bear it, and yeah. It'll be interesting because, it's a Friday night.
Right. Which is good.
More than likely, it's going to be a late night. So unless the matches for the youth programs, which will kick off the next morning at like 8 o'clock, I doubt if the youngsters will be out.
Or they can get up.
Because by the time, so if the game ends at 12, by the time you get out of the stadium, by the time you get out of the driving, because you can add an hour to that easy, 1 o'clock, and then you have to unwind from the game because you'll be so, about the game itself. You're going to bed at like 3 o'clock.
Wow.
With ease. And then you're talking about kickoff at 8 o'clock in the morning for the youngsters. It's going to be a long, hard road. But hey,
we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I hope people come out to support. It's going to be an uphill battle, but I think the players love that challenge. They've challenged themselves, so who knows? We'll see how things materialize.
You think Chicory will be playing?
They'll play the entire team. I think they're going to want to get a good start, and the fact that, like I said last week, we defeated Panama, and they lost to Argentina. So there's going to be some doubts amongst themselves. So they're going to want to put in a good performance with their strongest team out there, knowing that they play Panama 3 or 4 days later. So, so they leave here and head to Panama, and then they play Panama in Mexico, and then they leave here and go to Mexico to play Panama. So when we get to Mexico, we will know what we have to do mathematically in order to stay in Group A.
What's the odds on Bermuda winning? Do you know?
The game starts 0-0, so it's 50-50.
Not that one. I wasn't talking about that. We knew that. That's a good answer. I'm talking about more so the betting odds.